Hello, Angelica. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert over at Zucor Marketing. Thank you so much for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for the analysis he promised you, and here that is. First off, you guys spent some money on this website. It is beautiful. It is interactive. It is interesting, and it's something that somebody will enjoy coming to and finding out, exploring more when they get here. But that's kind of what I'm here to talk to you about. A beautiful website is great for that. I'm not here for the aesthetic part of it. What I'm here for is the what's on the inside, because what's inside is going to actually determine whether or not people go to your site or not. And that has to do a lot with Google. Now, I'm going to show you that your site is underperforming. And it's a shame because you guys clearly have spent some money on this with the expectation that it was going to bring you customers and money. So after I look at the site, the first thing I do is I go to this paid tool that I have, and it tells me your metrics. It tells me how your site has been performing. And last month you had 14 clicks as a result of a Google search. That is not many. And that probably was the lion's share of the number of people that went there, unless they found your website in a newspaper ad or on the bottom of your business card. Google is the way most people find your site. Now, the next thing I do is I go and I do a search on Google for San Antonio, Texas roofer. And I need to tell you a little bit about how Google works at this point. Now, up at the top, there are people who are sponsored, meaning that they paid their way into these spots. Now, that's not so bad, all in all. But some people consider, why would you need to pay your way into a list of the best? But Google doesn't list things that are the best. That's what most folks don't know. If you and I wanted to have a relevant search result, which Google says that they are giving their customers, the relevancy for them is that you have a website that conforms to their algorithm. For you and me, it might be that the roofer actually has a good work ethic and uses good materials. So there's a little bit of a disconnect there between us and what Google expects from the web results. But they are the gorilla, and not much you can do about it. Now, underneath the paid underneath the paid ones are what we call the map pack, because they're attached to this lovely map over here. And these folks did something that the folks down here did not do, or not do well enough, and that is fill in a Google business profile. Kind of like a Facebook profile, but it asks questions about your business. It'll ask you what year you started your business. It'll ask you what your opening hours are. A lot of these folks chose 24 hours a day because perhaps they have a service. I don't know, but that seems unlikely to me. Anyway, that is where the map pack folk are. And filling out a Google business profile is not brain surgery. It's something that a lot of people could do. It does probably require a little bit of expertise and experience to make sure that you end up here, because that is the ultimate goal for it. Now, underneath that is what we call the organic search results. That's these down here. These are wholly the result of the Google algorithm. Now, I've told you the first thing the algorithm is looking for, and that is the business profile. The second thing it's looking for is content. And I'm going to show you these cloud roofing I'm going to refer to them as your number one Google competitor. Now, here is their website. And here is your website. I'm going to show you something right off the bat. I'm going to copy and paste your website into this word counter. There we go. You have 733 words. That is not bad. Here is cloud. I'm going to do the same. Copy and paste into this word counter. And there we go, 1,151 words. Now, algorithms are mathematical constructs, and so for them, more wins. The fact that they have, 500 more than you have makes them a better contender for Google in Google's eyes. But Google wants you to have 1,500 words on your website. And that may seem like a lot, but it's truly not. Here's their reasoning. Google wants you to have a site that is useful to their search engine customers, so that when they get there, they actually learn something about what they're looking for. So that's why they think 1,500 words is a minimum. That's just a limit that they put on websites, because in their vast wisdom, they know more than anyone else. So that's Google. But all words are not equal. And that's the next thing that I need to talk to you about. And that is these keywords. Keywords are the words that are in your industry. They either have to do with the industries you serve, the communities you serve, or actually sometimes they have to do with the things that you deal with, like gutters or soffits, that sort of thing. Now, I'm going to show you what your competitor has. You have 15. Cloud has 2,700. That seems like a pretty steep hill to climb, but it might not be, because they might not have great keywords, and you could have great ones depending on where they fall in the listing. They are also ranked. Now, these are the ranked keywords: San Antonio roofer, roofing in San Antonio, roofing companies, roofing company. Now, I have to point out here that companies and company are different searches because the algorithm does not know our language. It only knows what it is looking for. And companies is different than company. It doesn't know singular and plural. Here's how Google determines what words you should have in your website, and it expects you to have them in your website. Because when somebody does a search like that, they know all of the sites that come up as a result of that. And so they look at all of the searches that are done with similar themes here, and they find out their similarity by which sites come up in those searches, and then they see which are the search parameters that people have used to find those businesses. So that is what creates the keywords, and Google expects you to have those. Now, I'm going to show you what Cloud has. I already did that, didn't I? Oh my goodness, perhaps it's been a long day. No, here we go. Roofing contractor in San Antonio, clay shingle, tar roof repair. So you see, it can vary and be a lot of different things. It's essentially what folks in your area are more concerned with. If it was the northern climes, they would be concerned about an ice dam. So, it just has to do with sort of the location you're in, and also the communities around you. It's not just San Antonio. There's probably somebody else in here in terms of a community, but I don't see them, so I'll just let that one be. All right, now the next thing I'm going to show you is backlinks. You have 89 backlinks. That means that you are on 89 sites that have a link back to you on it. A site would be like Yelp, for instance. Now, some of these sites are better than others, and I'm going to show you exactly what I mean after I show you this. Cloud has 89. You have 89. They have 595. My tongue is not working. 595. So that is a number that you would like to beat. Here are their backlinks. Now, backlinks are rated from 0 to 100. And as you can see, a bunch of them are stuff that you know: homestead.com, Proven Expert, yellowpages.com, porch.com, Superpages, Owens Corning. They have a list clearly of the folks who use their materials. And so a lot of these are as easy as going and filling out a profile. Now, you want the ones that are rated, say, 70 and above. Even the 70s are a little iffy in my book. So 90s, 80s, and 90s would be better. Now, this domain rating has to do with how often people are referred to that site. And the way that Google thinks about this is that if more people are talking about you, that must mean you're more important. And having a link to you is sort of like folks talking about you in Google's eyes. So these folks have a lot of links to them. And that's why they have such a high rating. Now, you don't necessarily have to have as many as the other folks here at Cloud if you have better backlinks, because that counts more to the Google algorithm. Now, I'm going to show you what this really all comes down to. You had 14 clicks as a result of a Google search last month, and they had 6,100. That is what the difference makes. And the difference in income to that, according to my paid tool, they figured that based upon where you are and based upon the kind of roofing, there's a lot of different variables that go into this. The value of your 14 clicks was about 25 bucks. Here's the value of 6,100, $48,000. This is money that you are not getting because you are not higher on the search results in a Google search. So getting you higher is something that would be very much in your benefit. And I've kind of described all of the things that you need to do in order to make your website better. One, fill out the Google business profile. 2, get more keywords. And 3, get better backlinks. Now, you can do all of these yourselves, as I said. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not brain surgery. However, it does require some expertise and experience, and I'm going to assume that you want to spend more time doing roofing and solar installations than you do digging around in the belly of your website. That being the case, I am certainly hoping that you will give Eric a call, because he would be happy to guide you through the next steps to help your website just run on jet fuel. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great rest of your day.